Hips, I gotcha. There you go.
Oh,
Good, perfect.
I feel more that this side, the right side, yeah. It feels more like it's higher. Oh. I do feel a lot of pressure on my big toe.
Good. Good, one more.
Wow. You're not lying. That's the best crack in town.
And then when was the last time you played soccer?
Yesterday. I have to relax on the heels then. But yeah, they feel really good, loose.
Unlock your full potential at Crack Addicts.
Hey guys, Dr. Matt here from LifeSpring Chiropractic in Austin, Texas. We're here today with Natasha. And Natasha has been in before, but experiencing some things a little bit different now. She's been more active. You mentioned Muay Thai now, yes?
Yes.
So what's going on? What brings you in?
So yeah, I've been feeling a little bit of different discomforts, I would say, in my body. I would say mostly in my jaw. I can feel it shifting, especially while I talk, and also some tension in my back where, you know, I can feel the stiffness when I make certain movements. As Matt said, I've been doing Muay Thai. And
So we're gonna check everything today, but let's start you out face down, please, and we'll start with the spine.
Alrighty. Face down.
And it's been a little bit since you've been adjusted, and you're talking about the tension in the shoulders, right?
Yes.
That's part of it. So I'm looking at your leg length here, and you told me off camera, Natasha, too, that you felt like things were uneven, right? And your hips?
Yes.
Yeah, so when we look at the leg length, that's one of the things that we're checking for, and sure enough, your hips are off. So I'm gonna feel here for motion, and the left side. I don't know if you noticed the right side, it moves normally. There's probably not a lot of tenderness there, but when we push on the left here, any sensitivity?
I feel more that this side, the right side, it feels more like it's higher, is what I feel. Tenderness, not so much, not where you've touched anyways.
Okay, so let's have you start on your side facing me this way, please. We're gonna do the hip adjustment first.
Okay.
And then we'll have you bend the top leg and then keep the bottom one straight. Perfect. And then I'm gonna cross your arms in the front, just like that. Good. And then I'm gonna roll you toward me and you'll feel a little bit of a push at the end.
Okay.
Good. And soften your hips. I gotcha. There you go.
Oh.
Good. Perfect.
Yep.
And then let's have you turn onto your back, face up, please. Cross the arms here, and then got one in the mid back. My hands are a little cold. Right there. Breath in for me, please. Good, and let it all go. And feel a little push at the end. There.
Man, that one, you're not lying. That's the best crack in town.
And let your head just fall back. There we go. Good. So feeling again here, motion. And typically there's two main spots when we're in front of a computer that we'll find more stress or more tension. One of them is right here across the shoulders or the base of the neck, which you do have a lot of tension in those muscles. But then when we trace those muscles, this first one is actually technically the upper back. It's the first bone in the upper back. Good. A little bit there.
Oh.
There we go.
Alright, long overdue for that one.
There's a lot of pressure. And then the very top one, there's just as much there. Good. Perfect. And then I do want to check the jaw now. We always start with the spine first. The top one, I'll have you sit up facing this way over here, please.
Okay.
So the top bone in the neck has so much to do with the jaw, but now I want to see if it's actually moving side to side or if it's smoothed out after the neck adjustment. So let's have you just slowly open, please. Okay, so good there, and then close. And smooth there. And then one more time, let's see if you feel like it's shifting. Yeah, that's good. There's on that one a little bit of shift down to the left, but it's not dramatic or it's not a lot. Are you feeling it right now shifting to the side?
Honestly, I catch it when I'm maybe just like talking, and sometimes I can just feel it shift weirdly to where like when I close it, kind of I'm like, okay, that's weird.
So let's feel. So I'm going to feel the actual jaw
Okay.
joint itself now, and then go ahead and open, and then close. Yeah, that's moving normally. So that's
Okay.
the more common is this, where a jaw problem is actually coming from the neck. So this is when you think your jaw, actually think, oh shoot, it's my neck. So remember things like posture in front of the computer and just addressing the neck for you will actually free the jaw up. So it should feel a lot better.
Yeah, I already feel a lot of like I can move my neck more freely, and it's not as tender. So
Good. Let's take a look at the feet also, please.
alrighty, shoes on.
Yes. The socks as well, please. There we go. And then when was the last time you played soccer?
Yesterday,
Okay.
last night.
So, and remind me, ankle sprains on one side more than the other that you felt, or more severe injuries on one side than the other?
They've both had their fair share of ankle sprains.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which one.
Okay. Okay, so let's check them out. Let's have you lie all the way back, please, and then we're gonna look at motion first. So same principles here. Natasha, we're looking for range of motion in the ankle before we jump down into the foot. This one's more stuck. My right, your left. And it starts there, that top bone that's called the talus, and it's just not gliding. So sometimes it'll cause a little bit of tenderness, and even up into here. So this is really common for soccer players to get like pain through this muscle. I don't know if you ever experienced that in your shins.
Yeah, shin splints all the time.
There we go. So this will help with that. Good there. You even heard a little noise. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And on the outside of the foot, right there. Good on that one as well. That's the cuboid. And then I'm feeling the arches. So your arches have dropped. There might be a little bit of tenderness underneath, especially on the inside of the foot here.
Okay.
Any soreness when I do that?
Not sore. Well, okay, were you just right there? Yes.
What do you feel? What does that feel like to you?
It is a little sore and more like tender, soft.
Yeah. So I'm going to bend the knee, let that fall right there, and then I'm going to make an adjustment to that bone. Good, one more. Good. So that's something that'll help with the arch, to create more of an arch in that foot. And as you walk, you'll probably feel like it's just more lifted up, not so flat.
Okay. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Any heels or any...
Oh, definitely. Heels all the time. It's bad.
So when you wear heels, what it will do is it'll put a lot of pressure on the big toe joint, so right underneath it, where I'm pushing there, and which we just adjusted. And then the other place is it'll create a lot, almost like a locking through the middle of the foot, so it just stops moving correctly. And that is what we're about to free up right now.
Oh.
There we go. That's the counteracting the effects of wearing heels. So I'm not going to tell you not to wear them, but just so you know what it's doing to your foot, and then you know we can help you when you have been wearing them. And then it's the same thing here on this one, that big toe really stuck, and then the middle of the foot there.
Wow.
And that big toe. And that moved before we even...
I do feel a lot of pressure on my big toe. I will say, especially when I wear my heels.
Okay. So there we go. And then now the feet are moving how they should. So let's have you take a few steps and even see how that feels, and describe for us the difference of sensation.
I would say my big toe, I do feel a lot of pain sometimes when I walk, and I'm not feeling it.
Good. Is it mostly on the right foot that you feel it, on the big toe?
Yeah.
And that's the one that was worse, that was more stuck. So it's coming from the heels mostly.
I have to relax on the heels then. But yeah, they feel really good, loose.
Good. Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.